zoom all the way up.
All right, so you guys are down 5 at half. You're 4 of 13 from the floor on shots you are going to make a lot of. Their bigs are making threes. Did you feel like you were still in a pretty good spot relative to the way that run went?
Yeah. I think Ike made 5 threes in his career, and he made 3 in that first half.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes sometimes. You guard a guy a certain way, and then he just makes shots. So it's tough. We adjusted kind of going into the half. The big thing was we got a rebound in that first half. It's tough here, kind of those rims, those really stiff rims, balls fly everywhere. So it's a team effort to rebound. I think we really locked in on that in the second half. It felt that we made shots in that second half, kind of going down the stretch. But we played really good defense. We got some key steals, got some key stops, made some big shots. I feel like we were pretty good from the free throw line. So a lot of things. We did a lot of positive things in that second half.
What changed the game?
I just say our energy. We got we're a really deep team, so when you have that many guys that can really play a lot of minutes, you're going to have to be fresh the entire game. I think we kind of have more energy than in the second half there. We can get into our bench and just still be very comfortable. Like I got subbed out, and it was at like 11 to kind of 7-minute mark. Trey Kaufman comes in, gets 6 points. Guys come in like Lance gets in transition, makes a lot of stuff. Like we got a lot of guys on our roster that can really kind of help out when starters, even though Lance is a starter.
Yeah.
But when guys need some rest, we're fine going to our bench. Which kind of separates us from other teams.
Did the speed of the game change a little bit after that first 4 minutes from Lance? Did he kind of turn the game on its side from a tempo perspective?
Yeah, it's kind of what he does. He's like a big wrecking ball getting downhill. Like he's big, he's strong, he's really, really fast. He just gets to the rim, makes layups.
Generally, we only bring free throws up to you guys when you're missing them. You're 27-30 in the last 3 games. Just how much work have you put in to get that to be such a strength?
Yeah, it was a big thing for me this offseason. Kind of just focus on my free throws. I knew I was going to foul a lot this year. It was a big thing for me, and when I coached with PJ, it was a big goal for me to shoot 80 from the line. So I'm going to try and maintain that, and make it like teams. You saw kind of the first half, like they were scared to foul me. I was missing shots. They were scared to foul me, which opens a lot of things up for me.
Great scorers, kind of tend to have that sort of self-unawareness. They kind of live in a bubble. They're not fazed by the moment. You starting to see that in him?
Yeah, for sure.
Miles.
It's crazy. Every time he touches the ball, he shoots it. That's a special talent. He's elite. You see the form. It's a great form. Good, really good touch. Super ultra high confidence. That's kind of what we need in this team.
They're kind of big shots he's making too. I mean, these last 2 games, he just does not necessarily out there as much, getting as many opportunities for 35 minutes, and then when the last 5 minutes come, he's really kind of stepped up.
Yeah, it's credit to him, like staying ready. Even when his minutes aren't consistent, just staying ready. You get thrown in at the end of the game. A lot of guys will struggle like that in a game like that where you don't play as much in the first half, don't play as much in the second half, and then got to close out the game. But he came in, stepped up, made 2 big shots. Kind of same thing as Xavier. He made that one go into half. Like he makes big shots, and we really need it.
You kind of mentioned it earlier. You and Braden both go to the bench at the same time in the second half, and the lead extends. How just galvanizing is that? Something this year's team is more equipped to do than maybe last year's?
Yeah, we just have a lot. Like it's the same guys. We're just older. So when you get older, you get better. That's kind of how basketball works a lot of times. So kind of have those guys can come in. They can we're confident when we go to our bench. Like you said, extended the lead. Guys make big plays. We have guys that can really score. Guys that can really defend on our bench. Like we have a lot of starters. Like it's not like we have a bench really. We just have guys that come off the bench.
Speaking of that a little, Braden Smith, how much better is your guys' synergy this year? It seems like he's getting you the ball when you need it. He's being aggressive, making space for you. How much just better are you two together this year?
Yeah, he's a big-time player. He's always been a big-time player ever since he put on the Purdue uniform. Kind of when you just have a lot of dimensions to our offense, it makes everything just tougher to guard, makes everything easier for me, makes everything easier for him. This year he's really looking for a shot, which has been a big thing that kind of the coaches always have harped on him. To shoot the ball, he's a really good shooter. He comes in, he picks his spots, he kind of knows like when he has to score, knows when he has to facilitate. He's very cerebral in that way, and it's just, we have to keep working with him and keep telling him to shoot, because every time he shoots, good things happen.